For over a century, aircraft carriers have been the ultimate symbol of naval power. The United States builds supercarriers the size of floating cities. China is expanding its fleet as fast as it can pour steel. France and the UK keep conventional carrier aviation alive. Turkey looked at all of that and decided to do something nobody else had tried. It built a drone carrier, the TCG Anadolu, a warship designed not around manned fighter jets, but around fleets of armed drones capable of reconnaissance, precision strike, electronic warfare, and amphibious support. Before we get into it, if you're finding value in these breakdowns, hitting like and subscribing to Reach Defense Media genuinely helps us keep putting this kind of coverage out. We'd really appreciate it. The Anadolu didn't start life as a drone carrier. It was originally based on Spain's Juan Carlos I and intended to operate the F-35B until Turkey got removed from the F-35 program and was left with a nearly complete flight deck and no aircraft to put on it. Rather than shelve the project, Turkey reimagined it entirely around unmanned aircraft. Necessity, invention, you know how it goes. At 232 meters long and displacing over 27,000 tons, it's Turkey's largest warship ever built. The backbone of its air wing is the Bayraktar TB3, designed specifically for carrier operations with folding wings and the ability to launch and recover from a short flight deck without catapults or arresting wires. In November 2024, the TB3 became the first fixed-wing drone of its class to successfully take off and land from a short-deck amphibious ship. Not just a Turkish milestone, a global first. Armed with Roketsan precision munitions, the TB3 can loiter over targets for hours, hitting coastal defenses, armored vehicles, and naval targets while keeping human pilots well clear of danger. Compared to a conventional fighter burning through a sortie in under an hour, that persistent coverage is a genuinely different kind of capability. The longer-term ambition is the Bayraktar Kızılelma, a jet-powered, low-observable, unmanned combat aircraft built for carrier operations, air-to-air combat, deep strike, and high-speed penetration of contested airspace. If it integrates successfully aboard the Anadolu, Turkey feels something no other navy currently has, a carrier whose entire offensive force is unmanned. The ship itself also carries Marines, armored vehicles, landing craft, and helicopters, making it simultaneously a drone carrier, amphibious assault ship, and command platform in one hull. Cost is one of the more compelling parts of this concept. Stealth fighters cost tens of millions per airframe. Training a carrier-qualified pilot takes years. Drones are cheaper, easier to replace, loiter longer, and nobody's family gets a notification if one gets shot down. For nations that can't afford American-style supercarriers, the Anadolu offers a genuinely different model. The honest limitations matter, though. It's not a replacement for a fleet carrier. The TB3 handles lightly defended targets well, but isn't dominating contested airspace against modern fighters anytime soon. Carrier drone operations depend heavily on secure communications and satellite connectivity, both of which become prime targets against a serious adversary. The Kızılelma is still in development, and nobody has actually fought a war with a drone-centric carrier yet. How these systems perform under sustained combat and heavy electronic attack is still an open question. What isn't in question is what Turkey has already done. The world's first operational drone carrier is in service. The first carrier-based fixed-wing drone takeoff happened on its deck. And the question Turkey forced every other navy to take seriously, whether the future of carrier aviation needs pilots at all, isn't going away anytime soon. Ensure you subscribe to Reach Defense Media for more content like this.